It is not uncommon at the more advanced levels to have to exit an upstream onto an adjacent stopper before doing a second downstream or upstream gate downstream of the stopper on the other side. As highlighted in the stopper crossing section, a consistent but slow solution to this scenario is to leave the upstream, drop the whole boat into the stopper and trundle along it before exiting out of the opposite end and through the second gate. Two quicker but more challenging options are the set and lift on and ride the diagonal. Although these headings aren't universally recognised, they offer a good descriptor of the techniques and differentiate between them. Set and lift on is normally used when the athlete can comfortably position the boat above the stopper when exiting the eddy. The mechanics of this are very similar to the lift and ride on in stopper crossing, but is executed mid-stopper, not on the curl. So let's have a first look. The best setting to practice this competence is on a moderate sized stopper which is ideally sit square across the river. It should have a bankside eddy opposite both ends which enables the athlete to climb above it. An upstream gate should be positioned in the eddy opposite the stopper with a downstream gate placed below the stopper towards the other end of it. This position can be adjusted to alter the difficulty of the move. The further across the river from the up, the more challenge. From a safety perspective, it is essential to know in advance that any stopper utilised for this type of practice can be exited before engaging with it. The athlete climbs up the eddy slightly so that they can pull out and move across the floor to a position in the boat upstream of the stopper. Then using a downstream bow rudder, rotates the boat so that it is parallel to the stopper. At this point there is a quick transfer onto the upstream sweep, and in combination with a subtle upstream edge, the bows are further rotated to around 45 degrees to the stopper and lifted, putting them onto its upper face and eddy. The propulsion across the stopper's eddy is primarily created by the exit angle from the eddy relative to the floor, the power of the sweep and the appropriate angle on bow connection. The two most common mistakes when trying to use this technique are: 1. Using too much edge to lift the bows, which can either stall the turn or send the bows skyward, and 2. Not connecting with the stopper at the correct angle, resulting in the boat either bouncing back into the stopper because of too little angle or sailing over the top because of too much. So now let's have another look at that in its entirety.